Hello folks, Scott Grove from GroovyMusicLessons.com here. Had some folks that keep asking me to go ahead and show them this guitar scratch remover that I'm using, that a lot of people are using and a lot of people are bitching about for some reason. I don't understand. But anyway, I really don't have any guitars that have scratches on them. So I'm just going to scratch one up. I just don't have guitars that have scratches, not even on the pick guards. I've never created a scratch on a pick guard, or for you across seas, the scratch plate. But anyway, here's the company. Pretty hard to remember. They're like, what is it? And you can go right online and find them. Guitar Scratch Remover. And here's where you can find them. www.guitarscratchremover.com. Pretty rough to figure out. Okay, so I went ahead and ordered like their $50 kit, which gave me 4 of these polyfiber towels, rags, whatever. Gave me, what'd I get? 2 of these detail and mist sprays. So it's kind of a before and after spray to make sure everything's all nice and clean. I'm not a big guitar polish guy at all. I never use it actually. I just hock a loogie on a guitar and wipe it down and I'm good to go. Or dip, a rag like this or a string cleaning rag in some water, and that's how I do my entire guitars, always have, and never had a problem keeping them clean. But scratch removers, I had recently bought an Iceman from '78, had a big scratch right across the main horn part, and this stuff, bang, took it out that quick. So I had a couple other little scratches that came in on some guitars, and they were immediately gone too. So everybody that's bitching about this stuff, I don't know exactly what you expect it to do, but when it removes scratches, I think it kind of did its job. Okay, so this red looking thing or pink looking stuff is supposed to be the weaker of the 2 that they supply you. I got a couple bottles of each of these. Okay, so this is supposed to be, try this first. If this don't work, try it again. If that don't work, then use the heavier duty stuff. And if that don't work, use it again. Okay, so that's basically all there is to it. Now, some stuff that people miss are the directions, which basically just tell you to shake the product. Okay, I don't even have a scratch on this guitar yet. Here's the ES295. It's the Epiphone version. Okay, so there's not a single scratch anywhere. It's perfect. But I'm going to go ahead and put scratches on it just to see what happens. Cause I can. Okay, so I'm going to shake the piss out of this, and other people don't. I'm not going to fast forward anything. I know you got to sit through. You can just go to the end and see if it does anything. I don't care what you do. This is just what it says to do. And they say, wipe it on there, use some force, get it in there and go every different possible way, and don't use the seams on the end of the towels, and don't use the old tagger here on there, because that's going to scratch your guitar. It's like, duh, use the middle part of the rag. So don't use the seam, don't use this. Make sure you shake the stuff up. It says put a little bit on there about the size of a coin. I don't know what size coin you want to use, but enough to cover the scratch, and do it again, and enough to not waste all this shit. So I'm going to start off with this. What are we going to do? I don't know. Let's find a place where we can locate it. I'm going to go right here and show you my hot steaming lights right here, and let's put something right here on, let's see if we can get the lights to show up on this thing. There, anyway. But I'm going to go right here somewhere by the strap button so we can actually know what we're looking for. But as you can tell, hopefully that there's nothing here at all. I'm just going to put that puppy up in here as close as we can. I'll go to, I don't know, let's go between here and here. So the cutaway and here, and I've got a great big thumbtack here. That's about as real as it gets, folks. And I'll just scratch something in the guitar. Yeah, and this is not to prove anything other than the shit works. I don't know how good people, what they expect. But hell, let's go ahead and make a scratch. I'm drawing all kinds of scratches in there. Okay. Let's see how good you can see these. I want to get the light on them. Okay. Let's see if we can see all the good scratches I just put in there. Can you see all that? I don't know how well you can see it. I drew a whole bunch of squigglies in there. And I really drew them in there too. If they don't come out, they don't come out. You know, what's the big whoop? You gotta be able to see that. Dun, 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 dun. Tons of scratches. I'll even put, God, there's a bunch. Let's put something else in there too. Yeah, let's put a deep one in. Nice and, you know, really. There, that's a heavy duty scratch. How's that one? You can see that puppy. So, I dug right down to the flippin' wood right there. So a bunch of scratches here, and then right through the entire finish, through the gold, and to the wood. Okay? So, what do you expect? Okay, so that is what it is. So I'm going to take my pre-shaken up crap, put a little bit of this on part of the rag. Okay, I've got like the size of a less than a dime. So I'm just going to stick it right here and rub the shit on here. I'm rubbing this way, rubbing that way, rubbing up and down, rubbing back and forth, rubbing over here, rubbing over there. Okay, so I'm just rubbing the holy bejesus out of it. It's getting drier and drier. Okay, what can I tell you that I'm seeing right now? Probably about 60% of the fine marks that I made at first have already just gone. Okay, now I'm just going to use another part of the rag to just dry it. And they say to dry it right away. Other people that are doing this are leaving their crap on all day long. And it says not to do that. It says to get in there and put it on, rub it off. Okay, first application. Here's all we got. Okay, so we have our deep scratches still there to some degree. And where is it? It's there. And the little squigglies are still kind of there, about 40% of them left. So I'm going to do the same thing again with the pink stuff. We all like a little pink stuff now and then, huh? Okay, I'm just going to go back and find the area right next to where I put it. Put another little dab will do you right in there. I'm going to go ahead and close it up this time. And if it doesn't work this time, then we'll go to the blue stuff. How's that? Okay, so I'm just going right to the same area. Just going around, rubbing it in, rubbing it that way, rubbing it this way. And it becomes almost pasty feeling. Right now it's just like a cream. And it says to lay into it. It's like, I mean, you got to get rid of a scratch. So act like you're trying to get rid of a scratch. Put some flipping muscle behind it. Okay? So don't just go one way, go always. Okay, so I'm doing nothing more than just giving it some elbow grease like you're supposed to. Okay, what am I observing? About 80% of the fine marks are gone, and about 60% of that really deep scratch are gone. Now I'm just going to find a place to wipe it off immediately, because that's what it says to do. Nobody else does this. They all get away from it and they let it sit there like it's going to do something. It says to wipe it off immediately. Okay, so I mean, shit, I don't know what else these people want from us, but hey, let's zoom in. Okay, and let's find out wherever the hell that is. Okay, so there's that. Okay. What are you seeing? There ain't much here left to do. I'm trying to get, there's the scratch right there. Okay, so that's the one that went all the way into the wood. That's what's left of it. It's about 60% gone. All the other little stuff is barely showing still. Okay, so there's where we're at so far. And it says don't expect it to, I mean, if you got some deep stuff like that, it's going to take a couple times. Big whoopie dip. It doesn't take out, gouges. If you let your guitar fall over and it's got a, big hunk of wood missing, it's not going to fix that. Of course not. But from what I've used of it, I have had less than anything bad to say about it. Watch my boobies, my man boobies flap in the wind. Okay, so this is the blue stuff. They said if it doesn't take it off after a couple times, go with the blue stuff. So I gave you a mark, and again, that mark is going to take some doing. Don't expect it to come off, but I gave you a mark worthy of taking off. It's a scratch remover, not a miracle worker. If you have scratches around the place, fine and dandy. And the scratch that I took off my Iceman was really significant, but it is not a make or break deal. I don't think if somebody was to buy it. I mean, I saw it and I bet shit. It's like, wow, that's a pretty deep one. But it came out after like 5 times of me doing this stuff, just like I'm doing it. And this stuff is, as you can see, gets pasty, and then it gets really, really, really dry, and you can finagle it any way you want. But it's like you can see the scratch here. I'm going against it, and I'm going this way against it, and I'm rubbing it in a circle. Rubbing in a circle. And what do I notice difference between this and the other cream? Let's see. It's heavier. the cream wise. It's creamy. But no, it dries really, really fast. And I dry it to where there's hardly anything left. I mean, keep rubbing it till there's hardly anything left. Find a dry spot on the rag they provide with you. And again, I got 4 rags with mine. Don't use regular old rags, they say. Stream cleaning cloths and so forth. They want you to use these poly fiber towels that they send you the 4 of. They say go ahead and rip off the tag, but I've got so many rags like this I would never know it from the other. Okay, we're getting really close here. I think another time or 2 and we're done. Okay, so this is the first blue application with, let's get in here and really show you what you're here for. Okay, see if the damn camera will even do anything. Okay, there it's starting to, I'll move this back and try to get, there's the scratch right there. Put it right in frame. And that's taken a lot. All the other stuff that I marked on there is gone. So if you were to even wipe this stuff on pick guards, again, like I say, the way I play, I never have put a single mark on a pick guard. So if I get pick guards in that have scratches on them, it takes them right off of the pick guard. So it looks like I went out and bought a new pick guard. I've done that on a couple guitars already. But again, like I said, that mark there was all the way through the finish and down to the bare wood. So I'm going to do this like 2 more times if need be, and call it whatever it is, and you can judge for yourself. You can either buy it or not. I like it. It's done me nothing but good. And if it can take scratches like that and turn them into what I'm getting, I'm more than impressed. Again, damage is damage. I don't know how much you expect it to do, but I'm going to show you how much it does. Like I said, and of course I repeat myself all the time, it's what Scott Grove does. You get what you get with the product, and like I said, I'm happy with it. I also bought the, there's a pen that I bought that I'll show you in a second, and I'm using it tonight for the first time on one instrument just for fun. That was supposed to be for cars and matches any color, and you streak it on, but you have to leave it on for 24 hours and you buff it out. But it's supposed to be this magic pen that's supposed to take care of if anybody keys your car and all that crap. Okay, so the blue stuff again, just same as before, making a mess. Go over here and grab some of it. What it is made of, I don't know. What I'm actually supposed to be doing, I don't know. Does it take the, it says it's good for shiny finishes, not satin finishes, not for straight wood. So you're supposed to have a shiny finish to put this on. So people who are wondering about that, it doesn't mind doing nitro at all. It says it's nitro safe. Poly safe, of course, everything's poly safe. Just again, do not put it on bare wood, and do not apply to satin finishes. Why, I don't know. So I don't know if this is actually taking some of the clear coat and possibly breaking it down just enough to spread it into the grooves or the scratch. I don't know. It doesn't tell me what it does. It just says do this and hope for the best. Okay, we're getting pretty dang close here. It's no longer to the wood. It's definitely just, it looks like I just took my thumbnail and touched it with it. And I'm going to do it one last time instead of just zooming in, but I'll show you what 5 times it gets me. And it says it might take a dozen times. I mean, it says what it says, and it it is what it is. It'll take as many times as it takes. But I'm not going to make you sit here all day. But yes, in my opinion, and in my axes that I've used this on, it has worked 100% to my expectations. And I honestly couldn't be happier with what it does. Okay, I understand it's not going to take out chips. It's not going to take out, you know, finishes that are gone from here to here since 1962, where you've worn it off with your belt buckle. No, that's not going away. And to expect it to, like some people do, is ludicrous. Whatever happened to Ludacris? Is he still around? Not that I care. Okay. So I'm just looking at doing the same thing. This is the final time I'm going to do it. Let you guys decide on your own what you think. And I will finish up the job after I get off camera. Believe it or not, I don't want to spend all day on the camera and make you wait. I know you're fast forwarding. Other people use a bunch of fast forward techniques. I'm not doing that. I'm just spending the day with you guys, and like I always do, I turn a 2-minute video into a half-hour video. Okay, I'm just going slower this time. I'm looking to see if it makes any difference at all. Oh, I see the scratch. Okay, there it is. And now I will apply some major pressure. I'll try to like push it real good. Push it through the entire wood. So I'm putting enough pressure there that my finger hurts from applying so much pressure right now. It's like I'm really trying to get that bug off the windshield. Okay, and being that I put myself in such a tight little spot here, I have to get her name and number. Get that tight number. Grab a little more from over here. And go this way, that way, this way, that way. Okay, it's not bad at all. Now I'm going to find a clean spot again and put on the what do you call it, the little finishing spray. Actually just the guitar polish, I guess, but I'll just do it in this one little area and show you what we truly have. And believe it or not, I'm not going to bitch about it, because I am totally satisfied with this stuff. And I know this is going to be gone in about 2 more applications. I guarantee it. Okay, just 1 squirt of whatever this blue Windex is they give you. Like I said, I'm not big on polishes, but it just looks like a Windex type of thing, but of course it wouldn't be. I wouldn't think. But anyway, this cost me like $50 for their big Primo package here that has everything with it and enough to do like 30 guitars or something. And that's full guitars from top to bottom to get off every single little mark you've made in the last 30 years on it. Okay, see what we got. And like I said, I can tell that 2 more times with either color jar or whatever. I don't care if I went to the red or the blue. The blue just seems a little pastier. Once it starts to dry, it's got a little more abrasion to it. So anyway, let's get in here to see what you have, and then you can just tell me if you, or you could just say whether you're going to buy it or not. Okay, so there's all the writing. There's me putting the lights all over that thing. Again, it was, here's just spray gook from whatever. I know you don't want to see that. That's dust from just hanging on the wall hanger for so long, because I never play this guitar. But no, I actually did break it up for a little bit today, just for fun. Okay, so again, right now, you know where the damn thing is. Let the thing do its thing or not do its thing, the camera. Don't you love self-adjustment? Let's bring it back a little bit so it actually does the job. There you go. And I will move that back and forth. What do you think? I mean, there you got. It looks like you can kind of almost, it's right here. That really deep one. Everything else was way gone. And I drew hard in here and drew circles and all that kind of crap. So yeah, you can barely see that. Like 2 more times and that sucker's gone. And like I said, perfect finish. And I would not do this to a perfect guitar if I had any doubts that it was going to come out. So there's that. I mean, pretty flippin' slick, huh? Okay, so don't expect anything more than what you saw there. And like I said, a couple more times, which I'm going to do while I'm sitting here, and just get the guitar back to perfect, to get it back to good, as Rob Thomas said back in the early Matchbox 20 days. And then the other thing I bought today at Wally World was just a turtle wax scratch repair pen, scratch remover. So you poke it on a piece of paper like that, and it starts it, and then it looks like super glue. You just draw across the scratch, you leave it there. I'll let you know tomorrow after I buff it out on 2 instruments that I used it on, how this stuff works out. And then I'll do a whole new demonstration on, I'll make a great big huge gouge in something that goes down past the wood, even if it works, and then you buff it out. I have an electric buffer, or we can just sit here and do the old knuckle shuffle. But so that's the turtle wax one that I'll be trying tomorrow. But again, you guys make up your own mind from that. Everybody else was letting the stuff sit on there and sit on there, and it says right there, put it on, wipe it in there as hard as you can till the stuff's gone. Just, I mean, try to remove the scratch. You know, and then immediately dry it off. Don't let it just sit there and cure and do all that. That's not what it says to do. So everybody has been doing completely wrong from the directions. Shake the bottles before you use them. That's it. I mean, I can't give you anything else other than that. And again, like I said, with the $50 that I put in, it's by Eterna Shine. Also, not that that will get you anything, but again, there's the Windex stuff I put on it. Directions for surface cleaning: spray it on and wipe it. Keep it out of reach of small pygmies. Again, it's just called guitar scratch remover. Get from here what you will. There are videos on here from the actual company right here on YouTube. Again, www.guitarscratchremover.com. It will get rid of stuff like you play with your guitar picks. And if you have it on the body of your guitar and you didn't have a pick guard, it will get rid of that. It gets rid of the pick, those kind of scratches. It gets rid of what I just showed you there. It went completely through an intentional scratch that went to the wood. It's no longer in the wood, and it's barely in the finish. Like I said, two more applications of probably the blue stuff, and that guitar will be perfect again. But I'm not going to make you sit here because I know I've already done a couple of these. Okay, so yes, that will be gone. Just don't want to make this, it already is a half hour. Everybody else takes it down to 5 minutes and goes, man, this stuff sucks. But no, the people who know me know how anal, yeah, I gotta make the noise, I am when it comes to my guitar's conditions. And for me to sit right in front of you here and to intentionally demolish, not demolish, but to even compromise a perfect condition guitar that has no issues whatsoever, other than it's just not my kind of guitar, so that's why I chose it. Use your own judgment. There you go. That's what you get. So it does fine. I can't expect more than that from a product. So I'll give it a good 8.5 or something. You know, I can't expect more from it though. You really can't. You know, but some people are expecting super miracles out of it, and it's not going to do that. I mean, again, chips it won't take care of, and real hard dents that are actually in your guitar. Like say I was to have taken this end of the screwdriver and take it and jammed it into the guitar, you know, that kind of thing. No, it's not going to take care of that. But I will let you know if the turtle wax pen does or not, because I've got a couple of abrasions like that on a couple guitars. I have tried this on nitro covered, it's up there, but it's my Gibson Explorer 3, just on really, really, really heavy checking, and it does not remove check marks. So if your guitar is checked everywhere and you think it looks cool, fine, but if you want this to remove nitro checking that is very deep and very heavy and so forth, no, it's not going to do it, and it does not do it. It doesn't claim to do that. It's a scratch remover. Checking is not a scratch. This stuff pounded into your guitar is not a scratch. I created a scratch. That's what it says it will do. It will remove scratches, and it does. So I'll change my 8.5 to a good 9.3 or something, just because I actually have to wash the rags. It won't wash them for me. They didn't give me something to just put on it and then it's clean again. Okay, so that's it. I'm shutting up. Buy it or don't. I like it. So whatever that says to you. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the demo, and everybody keeps asking for it. That's what it does for me. And again, like I said, there's a few other people that do demos that are not satisfied with it. Like I said, everybody's doing it not by the directions. Again, shake it, put it on, rub it around, go there till it basically just all but disappears, then wipe it off right away. Don't go off and have a dump and then come back and wipe whatever and never shake it and then leave it on. And it's follow the directions. That's what they're there for. I know we're dudes. We're not supposed to ask directions, but for your guitars. Follow the directions, and you get good results. Again, I'm going to finish this up. I'll be done in 10 minutes, and the guitar will be perfect again. So again, Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com. Stop by for a bunch of free tips like this, a couple 100 hours of free lessons on all kinds of instruments, and you can get some paid lessons if you want, and some rants and raves whenever I'm, off my meds or whatever. It is what it is, and we have some fun, and we can laugh at me, and we can laugh together, hopefully. I'd much rather be y'all's friend than your enemy. So anyway, so that's my honest review. I like it. So 2 thumbs up, and that's all the thumbs I got. So talk to you guys tomorrow when I do a really cool review on an axe that I have sitting here, just waiting to show you. So, and then speaking of axes, I've got 3 axes coming in. Actual Kramer, Gene Simmons axes, and of course one is a bass. And this is going back to 1980, and 2 of them are 6-string guitars, of which only 25 were ever made. They made 175 of the basses, 25 of the guitars, and I got 2 of the guitars, so look forward to that this week for those. So fun. I know I've got other stuff coming too, but I forget. But anyway, check you out tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.